Can one of you confirm you could hear me?
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, inshallah. All right, let me begin. So now what we need to do is we need to crack the. So I'll show you today how to crack the password. Okay. So password recovery. Let me start the recording. Okay, recording is on. So for this you have to restart the system here. Okay, so very first thing you need to do is reboot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reboot. So everybody has a good understanding from yesterday, right? How the post is working, and so you just have to, if you get something in the interview, you just have to say BIOS initialization happens, and it passes control to MBR. MBR process control to grub, and grub does these things, and then after that it loads the kernel, and after that system, it reads the configuration file in etc systemd. Okay, it's reading the default dot target, and based on that run level is loaded. Okay, so and
In Linux, I have a question. The Anaconda KSCFG is a config file. That's the first file I think is load in the kernel.
yeah, no, that is from the kickstart. We will be using that file when we're gonna set up the Pixie boot, the network boot installation. We'll use that inshallah.
Okay.
Yeah, that file is actually yeah, by default if you do like brand new installation, that file is there, and I
Yeah,
think that, yeah, go ahead.
that's the first file. Even we didn't create, but it's already there.
Yeah, it's a system generated file. Actually, it's a backup of the file. It's sitting there. So if you have the DHCP set up, then it will be there. So let's see if it's there in any other location. Okay. Find
Okay.
slash hyphen name Anaconda. So that file is not there. But I'm not. I'm pretty sure if you go in this place here, the very first one we didn't do delete anything around here. In this, you would definitely have in there. Okay. So to reset the password, you can't use putty. So what you have to do is you have to restart the system, and the system will restart. Okay. And in here, you have to interrupt here. Okay, so interrupt this, and
When it's booting,
when it's booting, exactly. Reboot the system, interrupt, boot using using any of the arrow keys. Maybe using any key, I think. You could use even the space bar too. So let's see if I could do that. All you're doing is interrupting the countdown. Astaghfirullah. Yeah, I just push the space bar and then it allow me to stop the counter here. So interrupt using any key on the keyboard to stop the countdown. Okay, and okay, then down on the bottom here it says press E to edit the selected items. पूरा जा रहा है, सामने से जा रहे, पीछे से गराज ओपनर लेके गराज से जाओ. यस, हाँ मैं हूँ यहाँ पे. So now क्या बोल?
Do they want anything specific?
Huh?
Do you want anything specific? Do you want?
From where?
For your friend. For your friends. For the kids.
Just get for something for kids. Friend, I'll take care of it.
But do they want anything like candy, toys?
Whatever the 10 and under would think would be appropriate. Okay, sorry about that. So here, what you have to do is press E. Down over here it says press E to edit the selected item, C to command prompt here. So we're not worried about command prompt. We are worried about E here. Okay, so okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some color in there. Orange should be good. Okay, so I push E as in England on my keyboard here. Okay, then what you should do is using the arrow key, slowly go down, and where it says, where it starts here, this long one, the kernel, this is actually the kernel here, Linux 16, right? And push the N key on the keyboard to go to the end of the line. Okay, and over here give a space there and then type rd.break. Okay, so let me capture the screen. Okay, so I'm worried about you have to type in here this thing, okay? And Okay, so this line, and then okay, give me 1 second. I gotta close the garage. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, stop the I'm busy. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, you have to do this, and let me. Okay, so using the arrow key, scroll to the line that starts with Linux 1.6. And then go to the end of this line as shown. Okay, at the end of the line, give space and type rd.break. Okay, and hit enter. So all these things, this is the official. This is the official method from. This is official method from Red Hat. This is how they're saying or recommending to do it. So this is for the root, I think. Yeah. If the root password is forgotten, then it's a trouble, right? So password recovery for root user. Root user password recovery.
How about if we are not root user?
If you're not a root user, then you open a ticket and send it to the support, and they will reset the password for you.
All right.
I mean, if you're not a root user, then if you're a regular user, then it's just like any other company, right? If your password is not able to do it, then you open a ticket and then it goes to the administrator and they will reset it for you.
Yeah, normal people.
Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter. I'm going to push enter here, okay? No, actually, no, enter doesn't work. Okay, so what you have to do is and hit left control key plus X. plus X on keyboard. Okay, so if I have a keyboard here with, where is my keyboard? Okay, on the keyboard, the left control key, I think even on laptop you should have 2 control keys. So left control key and X as in Xerox. Hold that control key and then push X. So what will happen is the system reboots or changes the screen, and then it will bring up some information for you. Okay. So here, what you have to type is, you have to type the following commands. Let me capture the screen. What do you guys think? This should be on the bottom, right? The instructions. Picture comes first, and then the instructions come second. Is that right?
That's what I want to say just now.
Yeah.
How to go on that line also? You have to mention some पुराने screen पे.
Yeah, I did, right? Using the arrow keys.
वो तो नीचे ऊपर जा रहे हैं आप, मगर वो लाइन के ऊपर स्पॉट करके क्या क्लिक करना?
Control plus X.
अच्छा.
Control. No, don't hit enter. Control plus X.
नहीं जरा ऊपर वाली वो आरडी ब्रेक की लाइन की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं.
Yeah, RD ब्रेक लाइन पे आगे बाद.
लाइन पे आने के बाद ये लाइन पे कर्सर को लाने के लिए क्या करना?
Okay, कर्सर को लाने के लिए using the arrow key, scroll down to the line that starts with Linux LX. अब यहाँ तक आ गए. Then go to the end of the line.
तो वो arrow से जाना उसमें भी.
हाँ, अब okay, go to the end of the line using side arrow. Okay, very good. End of the line using side arrow. Maybe I have to put right side arrow key. Or should I just put end, then push end on the keyboard? It will jump to the end of the line.
और बोल के लिख दीजिए और हैंडल साहब और बोल के लिख दीजिए.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay, and then end of the line, give a space and type rd.break, then do control plus X. Okay, so now you have to type exactly what it looks like here. Okay, now when the system loads here, it loads into read-only mode. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to load into read-write mode. Mount -O. remount, read write, sysroot. Before that, if you do ls here or pwd, there is no sysroot here, right? Okay, you're right there. You have sysroot here. So if I go into sysroot, if I do touch file 1, okay, so it says a command not found. So I'm not able to do anything here. So I want to get out of there. And I want clear. Clear doesn't work. You know what? Let me actually restart here. I don't want to make it a mess. So I'm going to push E. And then using the arrow keys, I'm going down. And then I'm going to say rd.break. Okay. And then I'm going to press Control key on the keyboard on the left side and X as in Xerox. And then the system goes blank and comes back up. Now what I need to type is mount -o remount read write sysroot. Okay, and hit enter. And the second command is chroot /sysroot. And hit enter. Okay, the prompt will change. So here what you do is you type pwd. No, you type passwd, our regular password command. Okay. Now it's asking for the new password. The new password I'm going to give is Red Hat 1. Red Hat 1. And it says all authentication tokens are updated successfully. Okay, we are not done yet. So now what we have to do is touch. Then you have to type / touch space / then a period, auto relabel. You hit enter and then you type exit there. Before that, let me capture the screen. You have to follow exactly the way I typed here. If you don't follow it, then it will not work. Okay, exit, and then before that, actually you have to type exit again. Let me capture the screen now. So when you type exit, the system will reboot. Okay, why is it now rebooting? Oh, I should have typed reboot there. But let me see if the system took the password. Let me do it again here. So do this. Push end. rd.break. No, don't put enter. Control X. Mount -O remount read write /sysroot. Okay, and then I'm going to change the directory chroot to sysroot, and then I'm going to type password, give the new password. Okay, and then I'm going to type exit and then reboot. Okay, I think this, I'm supposed to type reboot there. Okay, yeah, reboot. The system reboots now. Type as shown. Okay, the very first one is mount -O remount read write /sysroot and enter. Okay, and then type chroot sysroot and hit enter, and password, enter. Okay, and then touch /auto relabel. Okay, and then exit and reboot. It will take a little longer to come up to the screen. I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead.
साहब आप जो स्क्रीन लगाए ना उसमें ऑटो रीलेबल का वो नहीं है.
Then it will not work.
हाँ, तो वो
I have to do it again. I don't do this every day, believe me. You barely have to. But once in a while, you may have to do it.
sorry to disturb, sir.
Yeah. In fact, this is the official way. When you go to take a test, Red Hat test, they will give you the system, and they will not give you the password. Okay? You as a user, as an administrator, you should have some knowledge. You break the password and you create your own password, then you could log in. The very first step for the certification is the break the password.
So this is only at the time of the certification you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm telling you, in certification, you have to do this. One of those very first thing at certification is you have to break the password.
But I don't think we have to do it in the practical life when you go to the job.
No, you don't have to do it as often. But this is the official way. So
Is there any possibility at the job also, at the office also, we have to do this?
You are an admin, an engineer. You could do whatever you want. You don't have to tell anybody.
But is there any
It
situation
happens.
around this?
It happens quite often. Yeah. See, what happens is there is something called LDAP and Active Directory that is syncing thousands of computers the password every so often. Okay, sometimes if one of the system stays dormant and it comes back up online when the password was syncing, uh, password is syncing in the sense every so often the company wide the password need to be reset or changed. Okay, so that if
Okay.
somebody leave the company they don't continue keep the password. Yes, it's possible they may be able to access some stuff.
So in other words, it is the same process to change the password for the root user.
This is the only way to break the password. Yes,
No, you are saying this is to break the password, right?
this
But
is to break the
to
password,
change,
or if you don't remember the password.
okay. Is there any other way to change the password? If we know the password, we have all the access.
Yeah, if you already logged in as root, if you want to change the password, just type password command.
That's it. Okay.
PASSWD we learned in administration.
Yeah, yeah. Regular password command. Okay. Got it.
Okay, so mount hyphen o remount read write slash sysroot. Okay, and we're going to do in chroot is change root to sysroot directory. Now password, give the new password. Okay, then before that you type touch slash then auto relabel. R E L A B L E. Okay, and then I type exit, then reboot. So let me capture this screen.
Is it automatically save the password?
Yeah, auto relabel will actually save the password. Okay, and then you type reboot and hit enter. Now it should come up. Okay, see, it's coming up faster, I think. Yeah. Okay, so it does take longer here, but I'm not sure how long it does take. Um,
तो जफर भाई,
yeah,
मैं ज़रा क्लास से जा रहा हूँ, एक नमाज जनाजा में जाना है, हमारा
inna
टाइम
lillah.
भी करीब हो गया है। तो 12:30 को नमाज जनाजा है।
Okay, ठीक है, no problem.
मैं रिकॉर्डिंग देख लेता हूँ इंशाल्लाह।
इंशाल्लाह ठीक है, चलो अल्लाह हाफिज़. जज़ाकल्लाह. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I'm gonna give a restart. Fail to Linux any Linux policy. I'm gonna power off. I'm gonna try a different box, okay? Uh, so I'm gonna do edit. I'm gonna go to the one that says starts with line 16, and I'm gonna type rd.break. Oh, I shouldn't have done this here. Actually, let me restart. I think when I hit enter, it's making a mess. Control X. Okay, I'm gonna type mount hyphen O remount RW sysroot and chroot sysroot password. I'm gonna give the new password. Okay, and then I'm gonna type touch / auto relabel. Okay, exit. And then let's do the reset, see if that works. Okay, it says the relabeling could take a very long time depending on file, system size, and speed of the hard drive. Okay. Yeah, it's working. It's working here. So let me put it old password back. I'm gonna bring the old one back and I try to put the password again. Okay, so I'm going to do mount -o remount rw sysroot and hit enter. chroot sysroot. Password, and a new password I'm going to give red hat 1 and then I'm going to say touch space forward dot auto relabel and then hit enter, exit, reboot. Okay, so we'll see if this is gonna work this time. Okay, so I don't think this might work because I corrupted this here. Okay, so That is officially, that's how you reset the password here, but this one is corrupted, so I'm going to just shut this down. Okay, so now what you might be wondering, how you would do this in a real world scenario. So what you do is, in a real world scenario, you would do it in VMware, connecting in VMware, connecting to console in VMware. Okay, so you could, if the system is running in VMware, you could do this process. Okay, so VMware console. Okay, so you will have access to VMware, and then you could log in here, and then you do the rest of the stuff. Let me see if I could find a good picture here. VMware. So you all know VMware is nothing but, it's like the VirtualBox, right? We are using VirtualBox here, but in a job, you will use VMware. Okay, and if it's a physical hardware, suppose it's HP, for HP, IBM and Dell, you would have a console for HP. For HP is called ILO, integrated light out. Okay, and for IBM, it's called HMC, hardware management console. Okay, and for Dell is called ID rack, integrated Dell remote access controller. Okay, so let's see here if I could find a picture. if I could find a picture for console actually. Okay, I'm still. Anybody knows what KVM is? Keyboard monitor video. Keyboard video monitor. Like you could have a multiple computers connected to one KVM, and then you don't have to have like keyboard monitors for all of them. You could simply switch between them. I think I found a picture here. So give me 1 second. So what this is this is like okay, so these are all the servers here, right? What all these servers here is, all these cables come and connect to this console here. And all this, so in there, all you need is, you have to need only keyboard and mouse. So this, when you are doing this, as if you are connecting in, standing in front of the physical servers. But in fact, what you're doing is you are remoting into the console, and then you could gain access of the system outside the operating system. Okay, does it make sense?
Can you say that again, Mr. Zafar?
Yeah. So you know how you have rows and rows of system, right? Data center.
Yeah.
You as an admin, you're not gonna go there. So what you have to do is you have to reset the password. But for the password, if you want to reset it, you have to be present physically in front of the computer if it's a hardware, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So then all these things all the servers are sitting in the rack.
Yeah.
Okay? All these cables are connecting in the rack. There will be one equipment called console. So every every system needs every hardware need a mouse, keyboard, and monitor, right? But if you have like so many hundreds, you don't have, you don't want to have a keyboard monitor for all this in sitting in here,
Yeah.
right? So what happens is when you are doing it, then it will change it. Give me 1 second here, okay?
Yeah.
हेलो, क्या नया नंबर है ये?
हेलो
हाँ, हेलो,
वालेकुम
वालेकुम सलाम। नया नंबर सेटअप कर लिए?
है
क्या बोले?
नहीं मैं जस्ट एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है मेरे को कि वो नया नंबर को व्हाट्सएप पे कैसा ऐड कर सकते हैं नहीं कर सकते?
हाँ, फिर व्हाट्सएप पे वो नंबर निकाल दो, ओरिजिनल तुम्हारा निकाल के ऐड न्यू नंबर बोल के या स्विच नंबर बोल के भी बोल सकते।
ओके, तो एक नंबर पे दो नहीं आते, मेरा ओरिजिनल नंबर निकाल दे के व्हाट्सएप पे वो डाल देना।
हाँ, नहीं तो व्हाट्सएप फॉर बिजनेस बोल के भी है, व्हाट्सएप फॉर बिजनेस ऐप डाउनलोड करो।
ओके, व्हाट्सएप पे बिजनेस करके उसमें वो डाल दो।
हाँ, उसमें जो नंबर डालना है, अब तुम्हारे को नहीं होना है फिर नंबर, ऑफिशियली ये नंबर इस्तेमाल करते हैं।
भाई राइट ना तो मेरा 6302013639 करो, मगर वो जो नया नंबर है वो नंबर मैं व्हाट्सएप पे भी डालना चाह रहा हूँ, ताकि जो है मैं जो कंपनी में सिस्टम सर्विसेज खोल रहा हूँ उसको वो नंबर रख रहा हूँ। तो वो नंबर के वास्ते मेरे को व्हाट्सएप भी होना पड़ता, वो डिपार्टमेंट चाइना वाला को कॉल करना रहा तो व्हाट्सएप के ऊपर करते समझे।
ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम, ठीक है, कर लो। व्हाट्सएप फॉर बिजनेस बोल के अलग रहता है ऐप, तो तुम्हारे को दो व्हाट्सएप ऐप आ जाते।
ओके ठीक है, ओके
आईफोन है ना तुम्हारे पास? ओके, ठीक है,
हाँ ओके
ओके लव्स। Alright, sorry I got the call. So in here, for some reason there is no good picture for consoles, Okay, here. Let me try my best here. Okay, here. In here, this is a console. Okay, all these are servers here, which require mouse, keyboard, and monitor. But what you're going to do is, you just put only one in there. This is a special equipment. And in the background, all the cables are connecting to, there is a console switch down on the bottom there too. So all he have to do is just push off a button. He should be able to switch between all the servers here. At the same time, you could remote into the console also. You could remote into the console also. And once you remote in, as if you're standing in front of the system.
So he can remote into the console and into the servers at the same, like not at the same time, but
Yeah, if you're standing right in there, you could do that, or you could remote in. So when you're, this is what it's called. This is a dirty picture. Can't find a good picture of console. I know. What the data center is. Never take a picture inside a data center. You will definitely get fired. All these pictures of data centers, these are computer generated. It doesn't even look real. You know what I mean?
Hey, Mr. Zafar, for AWS, they don't even let you take any like electronics in the red zone area. So taking a camera there is even pointless to think about.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Yeah, if you take it accidentally or if you get through somehow, you're not getting it back.
They put it in writing here. Once they put in writing. When you sign up for a job, they have 20 pages to read through. Who's going to go through all that? You just sign up to have a job, right? So don't do it.
Yep. No type of electronics, even watches, Apple Watches, none of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I think you work in security, so you probably get some calls like that, right?
No, I worked in a AWS data center as a technician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when we used to go into red zone, they made sure that we didn't have anything, not even a smartwatch or anything, none of that stuff.
Yeah, I know. These days everything is spy devices anyway. So
yeah. Yep.
But you got the idea, right? What I'm telling you here, console.
Yes.
Yeah. So for some reason there is no good, even there is no good graphics here. If okay, here he's working here. See, all these are servers. 1, 2, 3. There are like usually 10 or 15 in one row. All of them is he's just using controlling all of them with one keyboard and mouse. And at the same time, this device also have an IP address, so you could remote in also. You could see the web interface. Okay, so rack KVM. Let me put KVM console in there. It's kind of bringing. Okay, yeah, this is kind of better picture here. All right, let's go with this picture here. What is this picture is showing is, where did it go? Okay, here. See this one here, the middle one is the console, and all the cables are there, either Ethernet cable or the video cable is all connected into the console. And that way you get a video and all the things you require. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a good idea here. Okay, so this is called console. And let's see what is the one for IBM HC. The one for IBM is called HMC. IBM HMC, right? So I'm gonna just show you the web interface, IBM HMC, okay? Okay. This is kind of old. Yeah, I mean, this is what it looks like. See, you see all the servers here. You could do this, and then you could launch the graphical. You could actually launch as if you're sitting in front of the servers. hardware management console. All right, I think I'm not going to waste too much time. Yeah, you get the idea here. This is the for IBM. Okay, and then HP ILO, right? Let me just copy it from here. Yeah, this is what it looks like, HP ILO. You know, just sitting from a desk, and you could control it. You know, you don't have to physically go in there. And then you could see put Dell. You logged into Dell here, and then you have options. You could do remote console. When you do remote console, you could actually see you could see outside of the operating system. That's what I'm trying to get to you. Okay, and the last one is yeah, most of the time you're not going to deal with anything more than what this is, Dell IRAC, HP, or okay, so yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. If you want to, you will have you will have all the list of servers. There you go, and it has all very good information, system boot and all that. And then you could go into thousands of servers listed there. This is a very good example, actually. All right, so that's it for password recovery and going into console and all that. Okay, so now today I am gonna start. I think it's good time to start the scripting. Okay. Yeah, let's start scripting. Okay. Also, you guys should get in a habit of creating a document, okay? Look at the steps I'm creating. I'm putting it together, all the document here. You should get in a habit of creating one because sooner or later it will be helpful for you. And then you can share it with your team, the document. Okay, so let's do the scripting. Yeah, in fact, yeah, you don't need it. Yeah, so for scripting, don't use the Word document. It's very pathetic. What I use is Notepad plus plus. Notepad plus plus. Is it there? Oh. You could install You could install Notepad plus plus from this website. It's just a simple text pad, but it gives you a better control than the Notepad.
All the way to the far right. It's in developer tools.
Oh, really? I don't see it.
Right here, the fifth one in developer tools to the right.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is a good site. Go to ninite.com and then you have like essential tools in here. And in fact, this is up to date here. If you rerun it, the one you already have it will update it for you. Okay, so I'm gonna close this and let's bring up a system. This one is corrupted. Let me see what do I have here. Okay, yeah, good. So I'm gonna clone this and name it scripting. All right, I'll be back in a minute here. Let me warm up my coffee here.
Is everybody's up to date with the classes? I'm way behind.
I'm really behind too, but we gotta catch up, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to main things which are more important. Try to practice is. I think the only thing is the practice, practice, and practice. That's the
Yeah.
only way we can learn. I just made another machine, a whole new desktop, uh, only Linux on that.
Okay, okay, okay.
The things
Try.
that like if you don't understand something, we should take it from the PowerPoint and make your own like PowerPoint or your own like Word document and just practice on those things consistently because
Yeah,
it's a lot of stuff in the document that like doesn't necessarily tend to what you're
right.
struggling with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So you're saying pretty much create your own SOPs on something that's difficult for you in your own way?
Yeah, basically, so that
Okay,
you can
okay.
like literally solely focus on the one thing. So like with me, it's like
Yeah.
the LVMs. Like I had trouble with
yeah.
the LVMs, so I'm gonna just
Yep.
take that
That's
page from
more.
the document, make my own page, and just like practice on it and keep practicing so I know.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah, because the commands are like
LPN,
super easy to remember, and
yes.
like you know what they're used for, but
Yeah.
you can add
LVM
them
and
in notes.
nick pounding and networking. I think these are more important things in this.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you don't have any network, you don't have like a server, you don't have a machine, basically.
Right. You
Yep.
cannot do anything.
Yeah, exactly. But the space is also important too,
Yeah,
and the users and groups, like being able to create users and groups,
right.
that's like key for me too.
Bro, Austin, question, man. I know you said you were behind before, right?
Yeah,
Did you set up like a game plan for you to catch up and stuff? Cause I've been trying, man, and I'm like, I end up falling more behind when I'm trying to catch up.
yeah. So I tried to catch up, and then I caught up, and then I got lost again, and then
Dang.
now I'm like back to like trying to catch up again. So I think
Same thing.
what I just suggested is going to help me because if you try to go back and watch like videos from start to all the way to the time that we where we are now, it's going to be too long.
Yeah.
So if you just go to the notes and then find the date of the video where it starts,
Yep.
then you can eliminate all the extra videos that you're watching and all the
Right,
extra
right.
reading that you're doing on the document, and it
Okay.
Yeah,
should help you catch up faster.
yeah. I print all that all the notes, the documents.
Hmm.
That helped me a lot because I don't watch that much video, but just the documents, and I try to practice through there,
Yeah,
and it'll make little more sense than videos sometimes.
yeah. But sometimes he does things that he doesn't necessarily put in the documents all the time. That's why I like
Right.
watching them because
Yeah.
you can mimic what he does
Yeah.
from the video.
That's true.
Because we are learning so many different things at one time.
Yeah, it's a lot like at a
Yeah.
excessive pace. Like
Did you guys start creating your email address and your resume yet?
I have the email. I didn't do the resume yet.
I gotta create my email address, man.
Yeah,
Get this
I just went
resume.
on Google. It's quick.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna take too long, but I want to create something that like I'll remember and stuff. I don't want to create something that I have to open the book and check for every time.
Yeah, I mean mine is my initials AUS and then Linux 4
Just
at
like
Gmail.
your name on here, I think that's what your name is on here.
Yeah, exactly. I
That,
just
Okay,
that's the
okay.
best. That's the best way, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Make
then
it simple.
I think my password is either the password that I use for the login for for the machines. Red has 7, and that's it. Because if you remember it in class, you're gonna remember the same password for your email too.
Did anybody has problem with the GUI, that the interface?
The GUI, yeah, that one's. I mean, I kind of understand it now, but um, It's still difficult because like I haven't had any practice. So once I start like going over it constantly, then I'll understand it. But it's basically just there are two commands that changes the the viewing of what you're looking at. So
Right.
yeah,
I
exactly.
tried one time. I tried the first time is work, and then it just crashed.
Oh yeah. But that's good though, because then once you learn how to fix it, then
Right.
those are like real world problems. You know what I mean? Those are the problems you're gonna face when you get a job. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just constantly like practicing it, and it's like you go back to learn it, and then you never go back to practice. That's the only thing. So it's like
Right.
it's you got to put a lot of time into it.
It's like
'Cause
when we learn in the high school the math, it's very easy to come, and if you pass, you don't want to look back, and you
yeah,
just don't remember anymore.
exactly. Yeah. So you lose track of your memory if you don't practice it. I think the scripting is going to be easy too because it's just a bunch of commands that like you know
Oh,
what I mean. Because I remember when he created like 1,000 files, it was literally like the same command as the basic ones that we learned in the beginning.
right.
But it was just like other little like symbols that we have to remember.
I have suggestion. Why we guys just come like Saturday and Sunday, like hour before in the group, and try to even we can practice. If we have any problem, we can share with each other before the class.
We can do that because I literally just sit and wait for the class to start. So
Yeah.
if you guys aren't doing anything before, I'll hop right on.
Can we use this like the Cisco web meeting to connect earlier, or we can't?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm back. Yeah, I could allow that if you guys are interested in it. Or also, these days, what you could do is Google is giving it for free. Google Meet, any Gmail account is free now. You know what I mean? Either you could do that, or you could definitely, if you want, I could give you the access to this meeting.
Yeah, either one is fine with me.
Yeah, same here. Whatever you guys plan, I'm good with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
I mean,
Zafar,
the more you practice, the better it gets. But I'm
mhm.
telling you, there are a lot of things you're going to find on internet. But at this moment, don't look in the internet, because you might get confused here. Because there are so many different ways to do one thing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we have to follow you to get the
Yeah,
job.
that's fine. Just put that.
No, anything I'm showing you, I'm preparing you for the job here. More importantly, not for
Right.
yeah. So I mean, seriously, in Chicagoland area, they are opening up. Facebook is coming in DeKalb County, but
Oh.
these days, don't worry about it. As long as the COVID is there, it's gonna be remote jobs.
Mm.
In fact, I'm getting like every week I get calls for more than one or two jobs. I could take it, but
Oh.
sometimes the job I have is a very demanding. So if you end up getting a job at Amazon or something like that, then You could definitely make 150 working remote. Yeah, so you have to decide. I mean, you already took a first step here, um, but but the other thing you have to do is just practice it, and then biggest thing is memorize all those commands. And no, I'm sorry, not the commands, but
Questions?
yeah, the memorize those questions. So what will happen is definitely you will get the idea. Okay, so okay, so let me start scripting here. This is going to be very interesting, and it will definitely challenge you. And the more you do it, the better it gets. Okay, so let me start this. Okay, so the system is up, and let me log in root. So 192.168.56.151, or I could use 104 here. .104. Okay, and I'm gonna name it scripting. I don't like that. Okay. So I'm gonna log in as root. Oh god, I have to start again. Okay, scripting. Where do you go? Oh, this server, it doesn't allow direct root access. Okay, so let's kickstart scripting today. Then we'll follow up starting tomorrow. Next week we'll have more coming in here. Okay. So what is today's date? Is 11/11/2020, and so I'm gonna put this here. So in scripting, we're gonna do the bash scripting, and oh god. I got stuck in here. Give me 1 second. Okay. So you all know what bash scripting, right? Yeah, or heard about it, or shell script actually. So I'll tell you what shell script is, right? Shell script is, if you have a command here, right? ls. Before that, let me change the VIETC host name, and then I'm gonna change it to script 01, so that I know this is a scripting server here. Wasn't a different sssd.config, right? Yeah. Port allow users Zafar. Okay, permit root login, no, right? I'm gonna change it to yes. You guys remember this, right? No?
Yeah.
Now if I connect from here, I should be able to log in as root. I'm not worried about it now. Here, so I'm gonna clear this here. So if you want to kickstart a scripting, let me talk about shell here. What does shell means? I already showed you the command which you could run. The CLI is also known as shell. So over here you could run ls, right? You could do ls-l. You could also do ls-l semicolon pwd. So it ran this command, and after that it ran this command. So this is where pwd. But if you want to give it a nice space in there, you run the echo command, right? ls-l semicolon echo. If there is nothing is repeating after echo, that means it's just giving give the plain blank space, a blank line. Then you type pwd, then you could do echo, then you could do uptime. I already told you guys this during our basic commands. When we were doing the basic commands, I already told you about this, right? And if you want to do dff-h, you could do that. And then you do echo, and then you do cat etc fs tab. So you just hit one enter, you have this entire line, you hit enter, all this thing is showing up for you. Literally you could run multiple commands here. So this is called shell scripting. You can literally have unlimited amount of commands I should make this bigger, right? View, zoom. So hold on the control key and scroll. There you go. Okay, so literally you could have like lot of commands in there, and then you could run this here. Okay, so now scripting is nothing but putting all these commands into a file and making the file to run. So this is considered as bash scripting. No, this is considered as a shell scripting. Okay. So you take so you take the commands and put it in. So you take commands and put it in the file, and it becomes the bash script. Okay, so let's see what is the official definition of bash script. A bash script is a plain text file which contains series of commands. These commands are a mixture of commands we normally type ourselves. We normally okay. Bash script is a plain text file which contains the series of commands. These commands are mixture of commands we normally type ourselves on the command line. Okay, on the command line, and commands we could type on the command line but are generally wouldn't. You would probably, okay, command line, so you take the commands, you take the commands, put it in a file, and it becomes a file. The bash script is a plain text file which contains a series of commands. These files are a mixture of command we would normally type ourselves. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so okay, 2 more minutes, then we'll wrap it up for today, and then we'll continue next week. I just want to show you how the script is there. Okay, so let's create a file name. So you continue hitting it, and then it will go into the file, right? So what I could do is so here I'm going to do ls. I'm going to remove everything here. rm-rf asterisk rm-rf asterisk. So nothing is here. Before that, let me real quick really start this computer. Okay, I'm gonna clear this. Let me make this screen a little bit bigger with the fonts. Appearance change 22 maybe. Okay, so let's open the file here. You do vi script1 script. Okay, you type vi script. Okay, so for the file to become script, what you have to do is you have to type shebang pound and exclamation. Okay, this part will become so in the file you have to type this here. So I'm going to explain this to you here. You have to type pound and exclamation. This part is called shebang. shebang. Okay, and after that you have to give the location of the bash command, bash command. Okay, so where is the bash command located? Bin bash is the place where the bash command is located, right? If you do which bash, okay, this is the location of the bash command here. But if you look at this file here, ls-l, okay, so either you could do this here or you could do bin bash is fine too. It's also in bin directory. Bin directory is ls-ld /bin/bash. It should bin cd ls-l. Let's look at the sbin is user sbin is actually the bash command is in bin directory. Over here the reason it's showing you is let's do ls-ld usr bin. No. Okay, don't worry about this. But generally speaking, bin/bash is sitting in this directory here. Okay? But so you have to combine these two and put it in one line. Okay, so if you type shebang /bin bash, okay, you have to have this in the script here for it to become a script. You have to have it to become script. Okay, so if you go in here cd, if you do vi script, okay, so I'm gonna say shebang bin/bash. Okay, so let me take a screenshot of this, and then what I'm gonna do is oh god, you know what, so what you do is I'm going to copy all these commands here, and I'm going to say vi script. Okay, in here I'm going to say pound bin bash, and then here I'm going to type in all the scripts here. Okay, so what will happen here is you will so this part, so you're looking at this part here, right? This part will understand as this will be start of script. Okay, and this will be all this will be the commands. It's actually CLI commands. Okay? Does this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is where all the online things go wrong here. When you try to learn scripting or language online, they forget to tell you these basic steps. They forget to tell you all these basic steps. They forget to tell you all these basic steps here. So, all right, that's it. I'm not going to go further more than this here. I think you all got the understanding. Can I put a picture in here? I can't. I can't. Okay. So now you save and exit. And then what you have to do is you have to change the permissions. Okay, so VI script, I'm going to go in there, what's in the script, I'm going to copy this. And then you're going to save and exit. And then permissions is permissions, change the permissions to 755. Okay. So if you want to change the permissions, how you do change the permissions? chmod script chmod 7. Okay, let's do here ls-l. So it needs the execute permission. Now this is where the execution coming in. We never know how to use the execution permission, right? I'm going to do chmod 755 script, and if you do ls-l, now everybody has an execution permission. The owner, the users, and others, they have execution permission now. So the permissions are really important. Script file need to have execution permission. Okay. And then method of running the script. Method of running the script, right? How do you run the script? If you want to run the script, you just can't run the script. You have to type the period and the slash and the name of the script. So if you do that, period and a slash, it will become a script for you. So okay, so this is the method of executing the script. Okay, so okay, so that's how you execute it. The period, slash, and all. And if you don't do that way, then I don't know, the script won't. That's the only way you run the script. Okay, so let me put that in the file here. And when I hit enter, what will happen? What will happen now if I hit enter? Anybody? When I hit enter, all this command will get executed. There you go. Everybody agree with me?
Yes.
So instead of copying and pasting a crazy line, you put it in a script, and you come in the morning and you want to run the script every day in the morning, or on the server you want to work. All you have to run is put some crazy, put your stuff in there and run it. There you go. Now what you could do is you could go in here, vi script, and in here actually you could do echo. This is Zafar's script. Okay, if I save and exit, clear the screen, and it will, you could, like, wherever echo is there, you could put on your thing here. So if you see here, it says this is Zafar script, and it's running all this script here. Okay, I think this is enough for today. I will put this, I will save this and put it online, and you guys would have access to it. Okay, and you may not want to miss any of the scripting class unless until we are done, because anything I'm showing you is very, very important. Then it will be very beneficial for you. Okay. All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zafar.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Zafar.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna end
Allah
now.
Hafiz.
Yeah, Allah Hafiz. And then whenever everybody put whenever you're ready to do group discussion, put it in so everybody knows. But if
Alright, cool.
2 people agree to join, don't wait for a third person. Go ahead and join.
Okay.
Okay. So all right. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.